how to do that with Twitter, but it's kind of different. Forgotten says, Dustin, I have a genuine question. What was the thought process behind the gamers are bad tweet? Well, it's really inspired by a lot of people that have said that in the past, right? Like, you can go back like decades. Gamers cause violence, but overall, you see a lot of people connected to gamers and gaming are always doing anti-Semitic and racist things under the guise of humor. And it got so bad at some point that PewDiePie, which is like one of the, the kings of the gamers, did the death to all Jews thing, and it's like, I don't know, is that a joke? Like maybe a few years ago when we were all Obama voters, and we said the N-word, but it's not like we were screaming the N-word at somebody. We were just saying it in some other kind of context, and we were like, oh, that's not racist. No one cared. Maybe back then, but times have changed. Context doesn't matter. So if you just say something like that, then even if you're like just reading and repeating something that Hitler said, it's like you're saying it basically, and like you can't quote things that someone that's racist might have said. Context just doesn't matter anymore in this new world. Hey Dustin, whatever happened to the Discord server? We have different Discord servers now. We've split off into a bunch of different ones. Yeah, the Discord server you're thinking of, Friends of Journalism, actually was under a purge of its own. And yeah, that was during, like, who got purged during that one? There was a certain point in time, like, where you had, like, I think the Chaz Discord got purged. You had a bunch of them. You had the Killstream Discord that got deleted. Like, this was all within the like a few days from each other, and they didn't really do it like Twitter where it was all just at once, but you could tell like there was a specific type of Discord that it was because of the Black Lives Matter stuff, actually, like that started up the George Floyd thing, and so they started going on this warpath of all the Discords, and for some reason ours was on there, and I don't remember their reasoning for it, but I know that their reasoning for deleting our Discord happened to be the same one they gave everybody else again. That's how you usually can tell it's a purge. When everybody gets the same email. We need more people in voice chat. I haven't really been on the Discord servers recently. I don't really follow them at all. They're kind of automated a little bit, and I just haven't had the time, but I'd like to get back into that and see how everyone's doing, because I know a lot of people probably try to talk to me on there. Anyway, it's nice to see everybody. Yeah, it's a bummer, still that stuff like that happens with like Twitter and things, but it's really, you have to go into Twitter now expecting it. Like, don't be surprised. Like, don't think that you're gonna be the guy that follows all the rules and you're gonna be okay on Twitter. You either have a bunch of people, which has been a problem for us in the past, that will mass flag you, and eventually Twitter will get sick of seeing it and get rid of you. Or Twitter just gets sick of seeing you specifically, and then they get rid of it. Like, it doesn't matter if you follow their rules. I try to stress this to people. Like, you can put whatever you want in the bio, like, that you think is going to help you stay on Twitter, but they don't give a shit about any of that. It's about who they like and who they don't like. And you have conservatives who will spend a lot of time talking about, like, well, you got rid of so-and-so, why don't you get rid of Antifa? leave this account and all that. It's like, no, it's never gonna work like that. You're in a very hostile platform. These people fucking hate you. Like, if they could, I think some of them would like to fucking murder you, you know? Like, that's how much these people fucking despise you. Most of Twitter is like in the Bay Area of California. Do you think those fucking people want you alive? Do you think they want your family alive? They don't care. So right-wingers, fucking get a grip. Like, you're never gonna get fair treatment on Twitter. It's never gonna happen. These people want you gone. They want you off of the internet at the very least. And you're never gonna get that. You never get any kind of fair treatment. The most you can hope for is Twitter to be split up from a monopoly or something like that. But bitching about free speech makes you sound like a fucking pussy. It's just like you're not going to get that from those guys, so give up on it. Quit trying to make Twitter a better place. Twitter should be destroyed, you know? Like, you should be on Twitter only to ruin it. And that's all I have to say about that, you know? I mean, if you have the money, buy shares of Twitter and take it over too. I don't think along those lines, I guess. I don't have the kind of money to you know, pony up for that. But, you know, if we got a billionaire on here who wants to go down that route, like Elon Musk, so he can like buy it and then delete it, that's fine, you know. But I mean, don't expect it to get better. That's all I'm saying. Don't expect you to figure out a way to make it better. They want us dead, but we'll settle for your submission. Michael Malice, yeah. Michael Malice and I used to follow each other on Twitter until a few days ago. Yeah, that guy's always upsetting people on Twitter. Elon Musk is literally Elon Musk. This is an old room. Is the light okay? Well, that's good. This is one of the rooms that, oh, that's hey, Lovecraft there, Nora. This is the room where a lot of Quinn stuff was in, and this is the only room with a computer still set up. And yeah, there's nothing in here. There's a desk, a computer, and that's it. It's kind of weird, kind of a little creepy, but like a minimalist kind of thing, like that part in 2001: Space Odyssey with all the white everywhere. Oh, anyway, if we had a verified account, we would be next level. Yeah, they do get rid of those though every once in a while too. They got rid of some huge ones recently. Yeah, don't talk about coronavirus stuff on Twitter. If you guys are still on there, don't talk about it. Just ignore that whole subject if you guys want to stay on. Yeah, I'm allowed in it now. I'm allowed in it, and otherwise, if I was in here earlier, it would be messy. I've already got Krabby Patties that I bought on my way back, and there's wrappers everywhere. Yeah, she would be upset about that. Oh, is Norm on here? We just talk about Norm. Lego Baby. Yeah, we got everybody's on here. It's nice to see everybody. I'm gonna probably, do the next live stream from my phone or something. The Covington kid, he could buy a part of Twitter, shouldn't he? I don't know how much money he actually got from that. They never really came out and said. Everyone assumed it's 250 million, but they settled. And I don't know if has anyone actually seen how much he actually got from that? It's gotta be a lot. I'd like to see the action on Parler. I know you gotta be a little different on Parler but Parler sounds like a fun place for people like us to check out. And yeah, TikTok, TikTok's not going away. We've talked about doing stuff on TikTok for months. But where do you guys think that we should try to branch out to? Oh, he can't say? Okay. There's Norm. Oh boy. Get out of your... Oh man. Someone deleted it. Do your chants on TikTok, yeah. Well, that would actually probably be a really easy thing for me to do on there, because I could do that anywhere. We got a lot of moving to do, but I could just do chants while I'm driving. I could jump around and try not to crash the car. The ADL and SPLC has a backdoor on TikTok. Katie has some pretty entertaining Twitch streams. Yeah, there's a lot of people on there that seem to be. She's gonna gather some real simps on Twitch. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. I'm a man right now. I've suspended my transition. Too much going on right now. Twitch is something you can make money on. Yeah, but you gotta be like, don't you have to be really dedicated? And you have to always be on it. You can't do what I do, which is like disappear for like a month. Because I've heard that people get really angry and they just like unsubscribe from you if you're not on there like every day. Do you drive a stick or a gay auto? I don't want you to dox me, bro. I've had both, though. Yeah, it's a lot of work. That's what... I'm not used to the grind so much, Because we'll do something. Like the Journalist Facebook page, for example. The first week of the Journalist page, and mostly in like just a couple days of that week, we already have like 8,000 followers or likes or whatever on the page. It's like I want that instant gratification most of the time when it comes to the social media stuff. So that Twitch, yeah, I just don't know if I'd have the time to really do the Twitch thing unless it actually made some kind of money. That's the big problem with all this stuff, and it sucks because I don't like to be that guy that's always like, I gotta get money off everybody on the internet. But I gotta I have time that I have to spend making money, and then it's like it cuts into the time to do all the internet stuff. So maybe I should think more along the lines of actually trying to put those together in a way. Like I really don't. I just kind of like I get on here, have fun, and then go about my life. But it would be a smart idea. I've only been told about it by several people, and they get upset with me that I'm not doing more with it. And speaking of, some of you Patreon guys got your Twitter, not your Twitter, your stickers, and I need to say the names of the people have. Let me get into this. Been on our Patreon. So I need to stop being a douche, and I need to do that. So give me a second to get in here. I'm not signed up on anything. Alright, I'll get on there in a second. But anyway, yeah, so I should think about that some more, huh? But yeah, thank you to the Patreon members who have stood by and dealt with my lack of stuff. And I'm sorry that happened, but it's just been really busy the past couple of months. It sucks. And I'd rather be doing a lot of fun stuff. But between work stuff and this, I just have not had as much time. But anyway, the Patreon members, very grateful that they have stood by. We have Kevin here. We have Olaf. We have Mr. Flemings. We have Cade. We've got Lovecraft. We've got Steven. We've got Puffmain71, Ramon, Chris, Corey, and that looks like Tina down there at the bottom. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Actually, if you want to know something really pathetic, I've had a Samsung S5 up until I've been using a really old-ass phone, mostly because I like the IR blaster on it and the removable battery. I've been using this old, out-of-date piece of shit for years now. And I finally with my Patreon money, I was able to upgrade to... it's a good phone, right? But it was just like, I was not able to do... I upgraded to an LG G5, which is only like 3 or 4 years old. And I like this phone too because it has the IR blaster removable battery. It's like one of the last good phones that has a removable battery. And it's got like, now I can do pretty decent live streaming, and it will all work out. So you guys really contributed to that, and that's awesome. So yeah, you guys have improved my ability to do internet stuff, definitely. The thing is though, this phone, I got it for like only maybe $60 on eBay or something. You can find these things for cheap because they're like kind of old, but they're really pretty good. It's like 4 gigabytes of memory on it. But I just don't upgrade shit very well. Like, I'm really bad at that. Screen's pretty good on it too. Yeah, so it's good enough for me. I know it's not like, you know, modern or whatever, but I think it's pretty good. Lego Baby has the S5 it was a good phone at the time, but I mean, if you ever want to upgrade, if you have and you just still have it, never mind. But yeah, you can get some cheap phones that are a few years old that really do the job pretty well. I think we're at that kind of time where I remember PC stuff used to upgrade just rapidly, and stuff was not usable that was a few years old. And then we're at this point where like you can still run a bunch of computer games with like an i5 3570K or something like that, and that came out like in 2011 or some shit. Like, so we're at this like level kind of place where you can still do a lot with really old stuff, and I think that kind of happened with the phones. Eventually it happened. Yeah, I don't want to have to go from this removable battery to the new thing. Like, this is going to be my last ability to really probably hold on to it, unless there's like a really good phone later down the road. But I don't like that. Like, I want to be able to like completely turn off, like know that the phone is completely turned off. That's one of the things, like from the paranoid perspective, but also just being able to replace the battery when it gets shitty, and not have to like cut into it and do all that crap. Have to look at a fucking YouTube tutorial that's like 30 minutes or something about how to replace the battery in my fucking phone, when all you have to do in this is just like press a little button thing and it shoots out. That's all you have to do. So yeah, I think that's a big benefit, and so I will be sticking with my old phone for a while. What's my favorite colored person? Oh man. Who's the best black guy besides Obama? I mean, there's so many cool black guys. I haven't thought about it for a while. You know, I should have that right off the top of my head. I mean, let's think. I mean, we could go with like George Clinton was pretty cool. You know, if you want to go down the funk road, that guy was pretty cool.